for reasons that aren't exactly clear, people all over the world throughout history have sung to their infants while they take care of them. And it's probably persisted everywhere because it works. So in most parts of the world, people put their babies to sleep by singing lullabies. And I've seen that. It works like magic. In the Western world, people usually sing a lot of play songs. And it's probably, I'd say it's probably the most enjoyable play activity for infants. They love it. They're mesmerized by it. At first, people may be disappointed because instead of seeing infant react doing all kinds of things, they react by being very quiet and paying very close attention and watching their mother very carefully while she sings. So it's really important in life to be a good listener. And it may be a difficult skill to learn, as some of us find, but for infants, listening to music is no problem. That's a piece of cake. They love it. It's fun. It makes them feel closer to the person who's singing. And, you know, eventually they start singing too. But they really learn to attend. And if they acquire that skill of being a good listener, they're going to be able to learn whatever they have to learn in life. So they get to know their mother's voice, her speaking voice, her singing voice. And when the mother talks, she's also kind of close to singing, okay? Because she has a very expressive voice when she talks to a baby. So, you know, it's not important that a baby is too young to understand it, but it's playful, it's melodic, it's rhythmic, and it's repetitive, and it's predictable. And babies love when they know what comes next. So for many other things, they don't know what's going to happen next. Even when you talk to them, they're not sure what's going to happen next. But you sing songs, and you often sing the same ones over and over again, and they know it. They know what's coming. And for them, it's very rewarding to have things turn out as they want, just like it was before. When people are singing directly to a baby, the baby seems to help pull out that performance, because I guess we're watching the baby, we're seeing the reaction, and we know over time the things that the baby likes. If the baby's not there and you just try and record the mother's performance, she can't put all the juice in that performance. So it's still sweet, but it doesn't have all the ingredients in it. You know, I had mentioned to you too that if you just put a curtain between mother and baby so that the mothers can't see the baby and the babies can't see the mother can't make the performance as rich. So in the real situation, mothers, you know, not necessarily, but they may be holding the baby, they may be rocking the baby, they may be moving the baby's arms, you know, really reinforcing the rhythms of the song. They're doing many, many things. And I don't think they're conscious of it, but it's, for most mothers, they're smiling all the way through their song. So they're really selling that to their babies. So it's wonderful to hear, wonderful to see for the babies, and you know, it's a very rewarding experience. And you know, maybe that's one of the reasons it makes mothers happier too. I guess if you smile, you may be happier than otherwise. But you know, it's sort of rich in every respect. And some mothers are dancing around their room with the babies, so there's a lot in it for babies. We don't think about people or parents as teaching the language in a formal sense, but in fact, as models, they're really teaching. So, first of all, you better like your teacher. So it's promoting that, and it's promoting the notion that pay attention to what I say. But it's not by saying it. So often our teachers later or our parents later may say, pay attention to what I say. But people are doing it naturally by virtue of singing. Now, we're singing songs with words. Even when children aren't paying attention to the words, they're paying attention to the sounds. And those are the sounds of our language. So the songs everywhere are going to sound different, even if the melodies are the same. So if you sing happy birthday, in one country or another country, it's going to have different sounds. So you have the ingredients of the language in there, the syllables, and they're coming at you more slowly than they do in speech. So you really are getting examples of all the things, that you need. So the listening, the sounds of your language, the vowels, the consonants, how they are sequenced together, and the fact that children can produce long strings of those sounds. We might say they're singing the words of the song, but they don't really know them as words. But it's developing fluency, even in sound production. So if you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and you're not really thinking of them as separate, as really being the alphabet and representing letters, still you're able to generate those sounds as we do when we speak. So there are a lot of skills there that you're picking up.